Hi all of you, I am Vinay Kashyap from We Educate Another Way of Learning. So this is the continuation of the chapter Food where does it come from lecture 3. So before going to the chapter, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Click on the bell icon to get our new notifications. Comments if any doubts and queries. So yesterday we learned about some of the animals they classified based on their food habits. So today, and we also learned about the sprouts, scavengers, sacrificers. So today we are going to learn about the germination, so which is based on the sprouts. So what is germination? Germination is a process of growing seedling from seed. So it's a process from the seed when it starts germination to till the end of germination. Right seeds sprouts through a process called germination when we sow seeds into the soil. So when we sow a seed into the soil, it will grow, it will germinate. So the process of growing or germinating is called the germination. So in the last yesterday I told one activity. So I think you all have performed it. So here when we soak the seeds in water, it absorbs water and swells up. So the seeds absorb water and swells up. Then the seed coat breaks and germination starts. So how we wear shirts, the seed also wear shirts. So it's called as seed coat. So when it breaks down, when the seed coat breaks down, germination starts. The process starts. Part of the embryo starts to grow. The embryo starts to grow. What is the embryo? The part which grow deeper in the soil. So which grow deeper in the soil is called epicotyl or radical or root system. So which is root or which grow deeper under the soil is called epicotyl. So one minute. So the root system is called as radical. The part which grow above the soil is called epicotyle or plumule or shoot system. So plumule is stem or it's also called as shoot system. So here is the process of germination. So you can see the process how it's happening. So there are mainly 5 steps. Seed to it's becoming bigger and becoming a fully developed plant. So next, honeybee. So what is honeybee? Honeybee is an insect. Bee is an insect that is present in almost every part of the world. So bee is in every part of the world. Probably bees develop from wasps. They completely depend on flower to get their food. The nectar which is in the flower is the main food of the honey. So the bees depend on the plants, mainly flower plants. So the flower contains nectar, which is the main food of honeybees. So here you can see the honeybee. Honeybee collar. So the shelter of honeybee or the honeybee collar. Honeybee lives in organized communities which is called as colony. Therefore, honeybees are called social insects. So honeybees live in organized communities. So it's called as colony. So it's also called as social insects. Here you can see honeybee colony. So they, as usual, they will be on trees, on the houses, on the walls, etc. Shelter of the honeybee. So we will brief now. Brief it now. The shelter of honeybee is called honeycomb. Honeycomb. It is the mass of six-sided compartments called cells, which is used to store the honey. So one honey, the honeycomb has 6 compartments and it is used to store the honey. In maths, The six-sided figure is called as hexagon. So these honeycombs are hexagonal in shape. So the honeycombs are in hexagonal in shape. Hexagon means six-sided figure. Many combs together forms a beehive. So such one compartment is in hexagonal shape. Such many parts together forms beehive. Different types of honeybees. So there are different types of honeybees in one beehive. Let's see what are they. There are three types of honeybees. They are queen bee, drone bee, and worker bee. Queen bee. Female bee that lays egg is called queen bee. There is only one queen bee. So this only one queen bee. So queen bee only lays the eggs. So it's only one. Drone bee. Male young one of the queen bee help the queen bee to lay the eggs are called drone bees. They are hundreds in number. So the sons of the queen bee, the male young ones of the queen bee. So these drone bees helps to lay the eggs by queen bees. These are hundreds in numbers. So there are 100. The worker bee. So worker bee has many works. So its name is only worker bee. Female young one of the queen bee is a worker bee. The daughter of the queen bee is worker bee. They always collect the nectar and convert it into honey. Their work is to take the nectar from the flower and convert it into honey. There are thousands in number. So these worker bees are more. Worker bees build the honeycomb by the wax produced in their body. This wax is called bee wax. So about the wax we will learn next slides. So worker bees build the honeycomb. So they construct the honeycomb by the wax. So it's produced in their body. They have wax in their body. Worker bees also collect some sticky substance called bee glue. It is used to repair the cracks in the honeycomb. As we use gum to paste two pages or to do any repairs of the walls. So worker bees has bee glue, so which they used for repairing cracks in the honeycomb. This honeycomb contains eggs and young ones of honeybee at center called broad nest. So in the center of the honeycomb, there are the young ones of the queen bee. So it is called as broad nest. Honeybee is an invertebrate and belongs to the family of insects. The body of honey is mainly divided into three parts. There, so now we will see the picture of it. And so honeybee is an insect which is invertebrate. Invertebrate means which doesn't has bones and belongs to the family of insects. The body of honeybee is mainly divided into three parts. So there are three parts. There are three parts of honeybee. They are head, thorax, and abdomen. So let's see the picture of the honeybee. So this is the picture of honeybee. So this is the head. The front part is the head. So after the head, so there are some hair-like structure. They are called thorax. So here at the last, it's like balloon. So it's called as abdomen. So this is the labelings and the picture of an honeybee. So next we will go to the formation of honey from the nectar. How the worker bees take the nectar from the flower and next form the. So let's see. Flower have a special gland called nectaries which produces the nectar, which are the producers of the nectar. Honeybee uses its sucker and suck the nectar from the flower and store it in their stomach. Bees use the special part of them, that is sucker, and suck the nectar from it and store it in their stomach. In the stomach, a process called inversion takes place. That process breaking down of complex sugar into glucose and fructose simple sugars takes place. So, what fructose means simple sugar. Uh, the process of inversion takes place. So, the process of inversion means breaking down the complex sugar into glucose. So, here you can see first, bees are in the moving to somewhere, and second they are in the flower and they are sucking nectar and they are bringing it in the cell and they are packing it and the water evaporates and the honey. So we didn't learn this process. Now we learn, and next again we will come here and see. When these worker bee return to the comb, it takes the nectar to the comb. So it, as we see in the picture, it gives the nectar to the honeycomb. It never gives its nectar to any bees. So it never gives nectar to any other bees or any other bees. As the water in the nectar evaporates, it changes into honey. There will be some amount of water in the nectar. So when it evaporates due to sun, it changes into honey. Worker bees then put the wax on the honey filled cells and seal it. So they put the wax. So the wax is in their body. It's the substance of their body. So I put it and seal it. Seal it with their body itself. So let's see the picture of it again. First it came to the flower and sucked the nectar, put it in the cells. So it tightly packed, sealed it, and the water in the nectar evaporates and the honey is formed. So next is life cycle of a honeybee. So next we will go to the next topic, life cycle of honeybee. So life cycle, how it lives and how it leads the life. So the life cycle means it's like a cycle. So if we cycle in the circle road, how it happens, we will again running like 2 times, 5 times, again and again. So it's like that only. The honeybee has 4 stages in the life cycle. They have more main 4 stages. Egg, larva, so it can also be, and caterpillar, pupa or cocoon, and the last stage it will become an adult bee. So here you can see adult bee, it lays the egg and the egg became a larva and the larva became bigger and it became pupa. So some small eyes and legs will appear and then again forms adult bee. The queen, so let's brief it. The queen lays a single egg in each cell that has been cleaned, prepared by worker bees to raise new brood. So first the worker bee clean the honeycomb, and in single honeycomb the queen lays only one egg in each cell. 3 days after the queen lays the egg, it hatches into a larva, also called grubs. So after this process, it hatches into a larva. So it's also called as grubs. First, nurse bees feed larvae with royal jelly and later with a mixture of pollen and honey called bee bread as larvae have verrucas appeared. So the first nurse bees feed larvae with royal jelly. So I will tell what is royal jelly. The mixture of pollen and honey called bread. So bee bread. So it's a special food. Within 5 days, the larva becomes very big in size, and by this time, the worker will seal the larva in the cell. So they will seal the larva in the cell with the proper capping of bee wax. So they have wax, no? So bee wax, so they will seal by it. After this, the larvae spins. 1 minute. After this, larvae spins a cocoon around their body, which is the pupa stage. So the larvae spins itself. So by without any help, it spins itself a cocoon around their body. So it's called as pupa stage. Inside the cocoon, the eyes, legs, and wings takes shapes, and after 12 days, well-developed adult bee comes out. So inside a cocoon, there will be small eyes, legs, and wings taken shapes. After 12 days, they will develop into new adult bee. So let's go to importance of the honeybee. Why is honeybee important for humans? Let's see. Bee produces honey, which is used as food. So honey is used for many sweet food items. So it is important for the food. Next, bee produces wax from its body called bee wax, which is used to prepare candles. So bee wax are used to prepare candles. You have heard. So the candles are melting, so we will get wax. Honeybee help in pollination of flowers. So in the pollination of flowers, the honeybee helps. So in the higher classes, you learned about the pollination. Honey is also used as a medicine. So in this time, you can use the honey as medicine. So you can mix it in hot water and drink. It's very good for health. So there are some important notes. Let's see. Pollination. It's a process of transferring the pollen grains of flower to the stigma of the other flower, which help in the formation of fruits and seeds. So stigma is a part of the flower. So where the honeybee transfers the pollen grains to another flower, so which helps to form the fruits and seeds. Next, apiculture. So the learning of honeybees is called as apiculture. And 1 minute. Rearing and management of honeybees for commercial production of honey and other products of beehive is called apiculture. Who will take the honey from honey beehive? So that process is called as. There are more than one process for doing apiculture. Royal jelly, a substance secreted by worker bees and fed to larvae by the same worker bee. So it's a type of food which so these three videos I will show in the next revision class about apiculture and pollination and royal jelly. Next, metamorphosis, the process of transformation from an immature from to an adult form in two or more distinct stages. So it is the process of from adult stage to from small stage to adult stage, like honeybee, like like. Melitology. Melitology is the study of honeybee. That's melitology. So before saying thank you, please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Click on the bell icon to get our new notifications. Comment if any doubts or queries. We educate another way of learning. So in the next class, we will discuss few questions and we will see many more videos related to the chapter 4 where does it come from. On the after this, we will move to the next chapter. So, guess the next chapter's name. So, it is also related to the food. So, bye. We educate another way of learning.